Hi, Virgo. All right, welcome to this place. Welcome back if you're returning. Um, so I just want to tell you, Virgo, I understand you. So I guess what's the message here? Someone understands you. They get you. Uh, you don't have to explain yourself so much to them, but you can also feel free. And again, somebody gets it. That always feels good. I also want to tell you too, because I actually have a lot of Virgo in my chart. Um, we get to this stage of growth, right? We get to this stage of healing, these certain stages of healing, certain time has passed, we gain certain knowledge, and then we get into this like sattva kind of energy, like I want this Virgo rules over purity. It's like I want to be pure, I want to be good, I want to do everything right. But the thing is, um, we can't, we're not perfect. That's something I've been sitting with in my recalibration stage is like, who am I? Because I know who I want to be, but a part of who I want to be is illogical because what I want is perfection. What I want is, again, like ultimate purity. I want the souls that, um, you know, that I connect to understand me. I want the souls that are being born that I have hurt in some way or another in other lifetimes to be born into this life with peace. I want to repent for that. I want to atone myself for all of these things. And I think that's a good perspective. Wanting these things, some people could care less, so they don't give a shit about anything, especially outside of themselves. Never mind, trying to make themselves better, make the world a better place. But the thing is again, we can never, no matter how hard we try, like we're never going to be perfect. And I know that's like that's a tough thing to really accept. Because to me, Virgo has an equal darkness, just like anything. There's light and dark in everything. So I just wanted to tell you that I'm also, side note, I also created a different channel. I'm not telling everybody because I don't want everybody to know. It's like if they find this, then they figure it out. They get the information, then they can go from there. But I created another channel that's specifically, it's all open readings, but like I think as I move forward, I may make them a little more astrological. Like I have a big chunk of Virgo, Libra, Scorpio energy. So I'm assuming all of you have that strongly in your map some way. So if you want to check it out, there will be a link below. All right. Let's get it out. Let's see what your overall energy is according to Zumi. Okay, shield. So some of you need to protect yourself from negative people. Salt. I'm seeing salt is very protective. We just talked about this over on Patreon. This is about not telling everybody everything also. Like, this is also kind of like where the past comes to bite someone in the ass. So if someone's been acting in ways that were inappropriate, I'm being reminded of, I was reading the Quran. I've been reading the Quran lately and again. And, they talk about how there's protection for those who try to be pure in their heart, and all things will be because God allows it, but that doesn't mean that, like people don't get have repercussions for their actions. And, I heard sometimes everything isn't our fault. Some people can throw curses on people. People can throw negative energy on people. People can, especially when you're a sensitive being, right? So some of you, again, need to protect yourself from something. I wouldn't go back and like try to combat anything. I wouldn't respond if someone's being, I heard, a jerk. I would leave it alone. I would leave it alone. I heard let them make their own. Yep. Let people make their own mistakes. They act in a fool, let them act a fool. I heard it's not your problem, nor is it your job as an overall energy, like where you're supposed to put all your stuff into fixing everybody else's problems and wherever their ignorance is. Okay? Actually, some of you are on Patreon. The reading we just did called Encircle. The Motivational Mondays called Encircle is what I'm seeing here. So if you're over there, this is like a rollover of that, which is about protection. Keeping the ghosts at bay. Keeping negative energy like where it lives, and it's not trying to like, because I heard you can't exorcise other people's demons. Some of you were like priests in another life, and that was like your job. Your job was to, I don't know, I mean, I guess it could be partially your job now where you're helping people adjust in some kind of way, like energy, or you're creating spaces for people to work out their energy. I heard that's nice of you, but this does not apply to everybody and everything. Okay? Some of you are also like you want to protect somebody else though. You're like, I have to protect them. I have to protect them. My husband, my wife, my kids. Okay, if it's your responsibility in that sense. I heard, and it's appropriate for you to step into that, then go ahead. Then it will work. It won't be very hard to solve it if that's the case. I want to wear my hat. And actually, although I will say that, look, these two cards go into the past, these two cards are going into the future. So your future path is not about giving all your energy to everybody else. Some of you have been on the same trip as me, right? Because we're connected. Oh yeah, taking a break from the world, taking some space from the world, taking some space from the internet, taking space from all the things and focusing on your own spiritual energy, right? Encircle it. Your own protection, your own spiritual space. Like, that's, if you've been on that trip too, good job, because I heard this is very suiting to you, right? This is 12, 1, 2. This is 21, 2, 1. So 12, 21, so that's the solstice. This is also like mirror numbers. I heard, let them figure it out. So there's something, even when you really care, Virgo, we're getting sassy about it, but it's because we need a little bit of a push to figure out where to really focus the energy to make sure that as we move forward, things are not so complicated and draining. Do you know what I mean? Little sharper conversation, but it's just, we're being gentle, right? Because what we want in the end is for things to be, well, hey now. 10 of Cups, Hierophant, and the Star. So, okay, the cards are getting a little messy. Hold on, Ace of Swords. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay, so someone wants something to go back to the way it used to be. Or they wish it could. This could also be, this is like an ex of yours or like a family situation. It doesn't have to be this life either. Some of you have been real stuck. Have you been working out some family karma, like what the truth is or not? I see a lot of clarity in that. Although because of this, it's almost as if someone's energy is like being, I heard, thwarted. It's like the fire. I saw someone pouring water out on a fire, and it's like, psst, and there's all this smoke. So right now, a person may not be able to see something in the way that they want to see, or they, again, this is an emphasis of like, I'm not going to put a whole bunch of my fire, my energy into necessarily, I heard, trying to help every fucking body. Help yourself. Take care of yourself. And again, if you have children, okay. If your grandkids are around, some of you are in that space, it's like, okay, be around, be available, but like, it's not, I heard, it's not supposed to be everybody. Just a minute. Somebody just figured something out so big. Maybe it's what we're talking about. It seems simple, but it's a really big lesson, right? It's like somebody finally figured out, like, no, I need to shield myself from, I heard some of you, it's like, I need to shield myself from myself. You know what I mean? But the heart right now, there's still like a struggle in the heart, unfortunately, in relation to like what actually, in relation to like emotional fulfillment. Again, someone's just like, I want the energy to, I heard, I want to go that way. And it's like, you're going that way already. You're already going that way. So it might be a little bit of, okay, do I feel good where I am right now? And I think that's more of the test, because someone's really learned something with, I heard, and this could also just be in Aquarius time, but this is also, you know, for instance, the nodes have been in the sky in your sign. In your sign and Pisces sign. The South Node has been in your sign. Now we're moving forward. In the near future, it's going to be shifting to Leo and Aquarius. Okay, so, and that will give the North Node in Aquarius. What is that about? It just sounded Canadian. Whoa. What's that about? What does that mean? Virgo, I don't mean to scare anybody, but some people are trying to, again, like, okay, here's the other half of that card. So somebody doesn't like you, Virgo, plainly. They're intimidated by you. Some of you, they want to hurt you, so I heard be careful. People may be talking shit about behind your back. I heard who gives a fuck, but at least protect your energy. It's not about like I want other people to like me. Although that's nice, I get it, right? But it's not about that. It's just like, yo, I know that I know that I heard I don't even want that in my life. So good riddance. Good riddance to you, which is good for me. So if anybody's been leaving your life or I heard making it difficult to connect to them in a positive way, if they're blatantly ignoring you, and again, like I see this as gossiping energy too. I heard just please put your circle of protection around you. Some of you need salt. Some of you need like a physical thing to actually do that. Like maybe you need a ceremony. It might just be like when you're healing too, because someone's so open to something. Interesting. So again, the people that are again, we said it. Good riddance to you. That's good with me. I'm good. right? I heard be confident about it. Even if it doesn't feel, it isn't what you want, because of course you want to be friends with everybody. Of course you want everybody to get along, right? You're just like Libra. Let's see this world. Okay, thank you. You're closer than you think that someone's closer than they think that they are. It's actually good. Again, this is an emphasis of taking space from the world, taking space from people, protecting yourself. This could even be at work. Some of you need more protection, like before you go into work, or at your desk, or whatever kind of spiritual work you're doing. It doesn't have to be technically spiritual though. Like some of you could be, I'm seeing like someone working like more of a manual labor kind of thing. It's just like someone's just conscious, like, okay, I'm going to step into the world. I'm going to step into this public space, or I'm going to step into this space that connects to other people. So I'm going to put a protection around me. And I sense that other people can sense that also. So I heard it's good what's in the past. Let it be in the past, because something could be chasing you too. In some kind of way. It's like, some of you have been divorced also. That's something to think about. I don't know if that's what you've been working through. And if it's not divorce, it's not divorce for all of you, because all of you haven't been married. Some Virgos never get married, don't have children. But like, this could be an ex of yours. It could be a family member. It's like, again, this lifetime or others. It's something where it's kind of like, because this whole reading, I guess, there's a chunk of it where it basically is saying, no. No. Which gives you a bunch of gives a person an opportunity to fulfill more of the yeses that they want. Because it's almost one of those things where, like, what I'm seeing is, like, someone's like, yes, I want that. They decide, I want that. But then it's like, what someone gives them is something different than what was requested. I heard this isn't always malicious, but it's an inappropriate, like, form of miscommunication. It could be very easy right now to think about all the things that aren't working and that aren't making a person, there's someone here who it's easy to be like, this isn't working, this isn't making me happy, you know, like, so maybe you want to go back in the past in a positive way, where it's just like, okay, what used to make me happy? You know, maybe you go back, you think back in a memory of like hanging out with a friend that you really enjoyed, or like, it could even be like a childhood experience, a good one. It could be, you know, like an old love of yours. It could be, I don't know, the times when you were really creative, or you felt really stable and solid, because, let me see. And I heard, how do I get back there? I guess you have to say no to something. Or at least take space. And also I see that those of you who are aware of the world and the nature of the world, the place that we are in this Kali Yuga, or like the Iron Age, whatever, it's kind of like, well, I can't convince everyone else like what the truth of the matter is. And I heard again, nor is it my job. It's too stressful. I don't have the energy to do that. Because a person can't go any further with thinking about something. It's not helping. The mind isn't going to solve the problems. No. It's like it won't, I don't know why these are upside down. I'm getting annoyed. Hold on. Guess I probably should have been paying attention which ones were in reverse or not, but just a second. Let's let's do a closing card, Virgo. All right, I guess we talked about a bit of like what is necessary and what is going on. The why is individual to all of you because your souls are individual, but I guess like what is, okay, again, it's like, no, don't put your hand in the fire. Some of you need to know that. Don't put your hand in the fire. Don't burn yourself. Don't try to stop everybody else from being a fuck up. Or being like a good person. Because you can see, obviously someone here can see that other people are fakers or liars. It's like they can spot a liar, like they can spot this kind of energy from so far away. They're like, dude, all right, yeah, you think you're hiding, but like you stick out like a sore thumb. Somebody's got a really weird, something's going on. I know it's hard to be born, right? Like when everything's dying. Ooh, what are we talking about? It's hard to be born when everything's dying, so like if we're being reborn again, something's becoming new and fresh, and I heard so fresh and so clean, so happy. It's getting to that. It's coming back around to this kind of energy. Right now, the person may feel like, I can't go any further. It's almost as if someone has to be like, fuck it, I give up. But it's not like, I don't want, okay, those of you who are vibing with this, it's not, the suggestion here is not to, again, and we're getting sassy, and I'm glad. I'm so sick of trying to pretend to be fucking perfect all the time. I swear, I smoke, I get tattoos, but sex out of marriage, all the things. I'm just a human being. So the point of the story is like the thing that you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna give up, I'm gonna take space. It feels like a give up energy. But I don't want you to do that because you feel like, well, I suck. I can't fix anything. I'm not good at that. I suck. It's like beating, it's not even egotistical. It's like beating a person like beating themselves down unnecessarily. It's more of, I heard, I need to take care of myself. I can't take care of everybody. Period. Snap. Yeah. Going for a walk. See you later. Need some space. And I feel like that's when you're going to find what you're looking for. You know what I mean? See, I like it when Virgo gets sassy because you finally get out of your fucking head. You know what I mean? Like when Virgo tries to be like, I mean, nothing wrong with that's a creation of the world. I'm saying like when Virgo tries to be so perfect, it's like, what are we doing? I'm not suggesting being sinful or evil or like reneging on like what you know. Of course, like live by your morals and what you have learned, but also please accept the fact, acknowledge the fact that you will never be perfect. You're not an angel. You're not an angel. I believe that part of the reason we come here to this world, in this dimension, this kind of reality, is because we were in a perfect world with no problems, and we got bored, and we were like, okay, let me go back. I want to go over there and be a human. Let me be a human and see what that's about. I kind of, I've learned so much. Let me go back there. And we come back here and we forget everything most of the time. So again, when Virgo finally gets sassy, it means that you have confidence. When Virgo's like, I'm going to be really gentle. I mean, nothing wrong with being gentle. I'm not trying to be contrary in like what a person can or cannot be. But it's like, I appreciate when Virgo's finally like, when you're finally like laughing, having a little bit of like bass or like, like your voice is bigger, your energy's a little bigger, right? It's not confined and going within and like, again, beating itself up. That's when you know you're getting out of your shit, and that's when you're on top of your game. And the thing is I think that other people's problems are actually more of the problem than you think that they are. Where a person, again, feels like, not to be redundant, but last message, it's like, I think that a person is too overly, let's focus on you. If you've been taking some time alone and you've been on the same trip as me and Joe and some other real smart Virgos, then good job, because you're going to come out into this season, into this time, especially I see when spring comes, because that's an important time, I see. But it's like you're going to be feeling good and confident and ready. And if you haven't been taking that time, I don't know. I mean, let's see. Well, I guess the point is if you have, then I see more abundance. And one of the things that is abundant is your own confidence kind of energy. Your clarity of mind, your mind that says, yes, I can. Yes, I heard, yes, I will, inshallah. I'm gonna put I'm gonna put the energy into that idea. I'm gonna make that into a reality. Because this is still being able to, because you're gonna be able to help people more, which you love. Be more productive, right? You love productivity. So I heard, please also don't like compare yourself at work to anybody, because I heard for most of you, you work way harder than all of them. You're faster, you're smarter. Let me blow up. Let me wave the fan of positive ego upon you. You are smart. You are talented, you are hardworking, you are efficient, you are kind, and people love it when you got a spark in your spirit, like from time to time, right? Because you know what, you're not, okay, you know what, let's close it like this. I've been reading Gareth Knight a lot. He was a Western mystic. Amazing. He actually just passed away. God rest his soul. He was an Aries, Gemini moon. Point is that he talks about how in the West, which most of us are Westerners, it's like in the West, if we want to really walk the spiritual path, like it's different than in the East. In the East, we have Buddhism and Hinduism. You go to the temple, you hide yourself away. You don't have any internet. You don't have any Walmart. You don't have any fucking Amazon. Like there isn't all these so much of these physical things. In the West, it's okay to smoke a cigarette and drink a beer and sit in the backyard and fucking contemplate your life and not try to be perfect, because we can't. It's like we have to function in such a different way when we're more in this Western energy. It's just different. And I get it. Virgo, to me, I looked up the other day. I was like, how do I become like a non-denominational nun? So I can basically run away from the world. So I can do what I think I'm supposed to do soulfully. It's like, no, what I'm supposed to do is I guess live in the United States and deal with whatever I'm dealing with. Okay. All right, Virgo. That's that. You'll get you're good. You're good. Take care of yourself. Some of you need to take care of yourself like a baby. You need to sleep more, you need to eat more, you need to brush your hair, you need to make sure you eat right, good routine. But in between that, like in between these stages of being, I heard, alive and doing, which you will get more power as we move forward, especially when we get into Aries. It's like, I don't know. Some of you do need better boundaries. Again, I don't know, mental boundaries, spiritual boundaries. Because you know what, again, people don't like you. Sometimes people don't like you because you're so good. Because you're so smart. Because you're so talented. They copy you. They act like you. They want to be you. And what's weird is I feel like sometimes Virgo tries to be something that they're not also. But not necessarily other people. It's like trying to be a different version of you. Like the best version of you. But like, I think that that's just too high. It's too high. You end up causing your own problems. And if this is trying to think of having other people be, again, as self-aware as you want them to be, it's like, I heard that's not going to necessarily happen, honey. I'd also say if this is hitting with you, then and you're involved with somebody, it's like romantic energy is not necessarily there either. The energy is going. It's different. It's different. Some of you need a dog or like an animal, something like that. All right. I'm hungry. I'll talk to you later. I love you, Virgo. I hope this was helpful. And again, if you want to check out that other channel, the readings are definitely a little bit like roughshod at times or raw, and I appreciate it because I am many layers as a human being. You know, like, again, no one can be like sattva all the time. It's faking it, you know. I even have to call my boyfriend sometimes because he has like a really exalted Jupiter, and it's like he's so optimistic, which I appreciate because I can be very pessimistic. It's probably why we're in each other's lives, but it's also like I know that always being happy is fake as fuck. Always thinking like everything's going to work out and not addressing the problems is fake. We're going to end up in a hole. But always thinking the negative and always thinking the worst is also the same deal. You know what I mean? So if you want to check that out, please feel free. I mean, we'll still be doing shadow work over there and things like that, but it's a different kind of like. And so again, this is showing me that some of you need to ask God for protection, or you need to protect yourself from kind of like, for lack of a better word, demonic energy. Some people want you to be stuck, Virgo. They want you to be unhappy, and if this is even just your mind, well, maybe you need to protect yourself from yourself, like we said. Sometimes. All right. And when's the last time you hung out with some friends and did something real, like, laid back? Easy peasy. Laughed about something.